Hi guys and welcome to my channel. Thought today I share with you little glimpse of my life with two giant dogs, and I thought we could start right at the beginning when Duke, which is a Bernese, was still a little puppy. So a lot of these will be in an Instagram format because that's where a lot of these videos went to. So we got Duke. It was I think March 8th or something or 13th, and he was 8 weeks, so just shy of 8 weeks old, and he liked to sleep a ton when he was a little puppy. He adjusted quite well. He was super easy to train for potty training. It took me less than 2 weeks to do it, and he adjusted, like I said, very well. He was very happy, loved to eat, loved to play. He was a little bit, not right at the beginning, but soon after he was very nibbly, I guess. He liked to chew on your fingers, on your pants, on your toes, on anything he could get his little teeth into. He was, like I said, very happy. He was growing pretty fast, very vocal, like to bark quite a bit, and enough to hurt your ears, and sometimes a little too much. We're still working on that. At the time, I was running a home daycare, and I was actually quite surprised how gentle he was with a lot of the kids, with all the kids. He would never bite them, never nip at them at all. One of his favorite toys was this bird that I picked up at Dollarama, and he would play with it for hours. So Duke is a cross between a Bernese Mountain Dog and a Newfoundlander. So he will, well, he at this time I think he's around 140 pounds, but here he obviously wasn't nearly that much. But he would play with this bird for good hour and just squeak it the whole time, throw it up in the air, kick it, move it with his head. It's truly one of his favorite toys. I no longer buy it because he chews right through it within seconds. So I'm buying different types of squeaky toys. They're a little bit more expensive, but much more durable. And if you want to see all my doggy favorites, my favorites for them and their favorites, I have a full video on that. He also made a friend, just to give you a little bit of an idea how old. This is still spring, so I'm thinking it's probably about May. A Pomeranian Husky that lives up the road. She was about a couple months older than him, and they would play and play all the time. He still stops at her house and looks at it, hoping that she would be outside. I took him to the river when he was fairly young just to see how he would react, and he didn't mind it, although those rocks weren't helping. We were going on a trip later on where he absolutely loved the lake. But here he wasn't sure. Those rocks were pretty scary. Get off my couch. So here he is a bit later. As you can see, he is growing quite fast and also not listening to me when I asked him not to go on the couch. Let's go get a treat. A treat? Duke, you want a treat? Let's go get a treat. Come on. Off the couch. So here is the little shot of him at the lake. I was able to have him off the leash, and he enjoyed it quite a bit. He also went on a camping trip over to Kilbear Provincial Park, and the first night was really, really hard, and he barked at everything that walked by our tent, but that was it. Only the one night. The rest of the nights he was really good. He loved to join me while I meditated, and this is how he would meditate alongside of me. He loved his first snow, absolutely enjoyed playing with it. And then in December, we brought in a little brother for him, which at first he was excited, then he barked and growled, and then he was a little bit confused. But there were some other things happening. His best friend, the Pomeranian Husky, was in heat, and at this time he wasn't fixed yet. And he experienced the heat from a female dog full force. And once I had separated them, the Husky and him, the Pomeranian Husky and him, and didn't let them interact, he took in Frank very much, and they bonded pretty quickly. And as you can see, Frankie had no fear of Duke whatsoever. And they would play, and this was truly, I think, the best thing that I have ever, best gift I could have given Duke. Frankie adjusted to Duke a lot faster than he did with us, but he is fine now. But he loves his big brother, and they spend most of their days horsing around, hanging around with me, like play fighting and sleeping. They also love long walks and wrestling while I work out, to the point where they're knocking me over. And they are just the best of friends. They're not food aggressive with each other, and they share bones very often. And Frankie is now, I would think, about 120 pounds, so he's grown pretty quick too. Just turned 1 on the 16th of October, and he's still not fixed, but that will be coming in the new year. But I have no problems of any signs of aggression or anything like that. So they, like I said, they get along really well. And sometimes I wish I would have gotten my golden retriever that I had before them a friend as well, because the bond that they have between each other is just amazing. I'm going to leave you to watch lots of wrestling videos, and hope you have enjoyed this. Let me know down in the comments if you have any dogs, if you have any pets, what kind. I would love to know. Oh, and before I forget, Frankie is a Tornyak, which is a Bosnian Croatian mountain shepherd dog, and I talked about it in a video where I talk about all the favorite things. If you want to check that video out, I will link it in the description box. So I hope you enjoyed the rest of this video, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.